What's up, guys? This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. He is I and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind, and the time will be brief. This is like my morning thought on my way out to work. Gotta make breakfast for my son and all that stuff. But listen, guys, I want to share my thoughts on this tweet that I saw from one Mr. Mark Ruffalo. All right, and you guys know Mark Ruffalo most recently, from the MCU, playing Dr. Bruce Banner, the Incredible Hulk, but for the longest time, he was also the go-to simp in Hollywood, the soy boy in those romantic comedies, like back throughout the, what was it, late 90s, early 2000s. It seems like whenever they needed some puppy dog looking dude to be standing out in the rain while the girl went running off with the bad boy, they went and got Mark Ruffalo. It was painful to see for a long time. So I wasn't really much of a fan until I saw him in the MCU. He does a good job with that. But anyway, it seems that he's going back to his soy boy ways if he ever left in the first place. And on this tweet, guys, I just want to share this with you. Mark Ruffalo, with regard to the recent vice presidential debates, he says, just going over it in my head. The way Mike Pence constantly interrupted and spoke over Kamala Harris was a prime example of white male supremacy and its common dismissal and disrespect for black women. Yes, he went there. He said, just going over it in my head. The way Mike Pence constantly interrupted and spoke over Kamala Harris was a prime example of white male supremacy and its common dismissal and disrespect for black women. Now, when I saw this, it was just like pump the brakes. I'm like, wait a minute, Ruff. Mark, with a K, okay? This is how Mark's with a K, this is how they think, you know what I mean? You got to go with the Mark with a C's out there, We tend to be more reasonable, more rational. But anyway, I'm thinking to myself, hold on now. This was, as a matter of fact, let me just read my reply to Mark Ruffalo. And I say, how about you go over it one more time, Ruff? You do understand it was not only a debate, but a vice presidential debate. I would think that there's a wee bit of respect and prestige attached to that. No? Could that be why Pence said it was an honor to be on stage with her? I mean, look, from what I saw, Pence really went out of his way to be to be respectful at almost every turn. He spoke to her in a calm tone. What more did you want to see? Did you want to see baby talk? Oh, Kamala, Kamala, okay. What's that sound? That's funny. It sounded like a fly. Did you hear that buzzing? That's funny. Okay, that's very ironic. But anyway, did you want to see baby talk? Yes, Kamala. You can speak now. I'm just gonna wait. Yes, Kamala. This was a debate. This is a debate for the second highest position in the country. You know what I mean? So there's gonna be some spiritedness. There's gonna be some back and forth. There's gonna be some interruptions. She interrupted too. What was that an example of? Rough, But listen, guys, I just feel like this, unfortunately, betrays disrespect on Mark Ruffalo's part. That he doesn't think that a black woman is able to be in the big leagues without being directly challenged. This is an accomplished woman. She's a professional. She's made many strides in her career to the point where she can be on a debate stage for vice president of the United States. And you want to dismiss that and boil it down to her color and her gender. Mark Ruffalo, you should be ashamed of yourself. But this is what we're dealing with these people, with these SJWs. They show their true colors all the time, and people wonder why black people are actually starting to wake up to this, to the reverse psychology. It's like this is so like blatant and so obvious that he should almost apologize for that. You know what I mean? What, you don't think that, like, she looked pretty capable of handling herself to me. She's pretty tough, whether I agree with her politics or her record or not, but you don't want to give her that respect, Mark Ruffalo. So really he should be held accountable, and people like him should be held accountable for what they're really saying. And I really do hope that more and more black people begin to understand the game that's being run. If you want to get in the big leagues, then you got to be ready to get dirty. You got to be ready to get down and dirty. I'm sure Kamala Harris understands that, especially the way she came out. She looked like she was ready to play. You know what I mean? It's like the old movie says, there's no crying in baseball, there's no crying in politics. You know, when you want to make those strides with your career and you want to do the things that you feel that you want to do to affect change and stuff like that, you know that you're going to be met with a certain degree of opposition, if not disrespect, and you have to be ready to deal with it. Just like me and the rest of us who are content creators. When you go into the comment section from video to video, you don't know what you're going to find. If you're expressing your opinion, you know that you're always going to come up against somebody who's going to go at your neck. You know what I mean? And you're not going to sit back and say, it's because I'm black. It's because I'm a woman. It's because I'm a Martian. You know what I mean? It doesn't work that way, you know? So anyway, I just wanted to make my statement about that. How do you guys feel about Mark Ruffalo and his assessment of the situation? White male supremacy. I don't even believe in saying that. I did videos about that before. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in white anything supremacy. I don't believe in any type of supremacy. I don't believe in the born supremacy. You know, but you know, that's what these people want to put out there into the consciousness. They might as well say that she got a whipping or something like that. You know, this is 12 years a slave, antebellum, you know, and all that stuff. It's like, yo, save it. I don't want to hear that crap. You know, but anyway, like I said, guys, get in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about all of this. And as always, you can like, you can share, you can subscribe, you can follow me on Twitter. The link to that will be in the description box below. Thank you guys for listening. I'll catch you on the next one. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.